I was in a meeting, someone was speaking directly to me, and I had no clue what they'd just said. My face smiled, but inside, panic, embarrassment, shame. I used to be sharp, focused, quick. Now, I couldn't hold a thought long enough to finish a sentence. A few days later, I stood in front of the fridge, hand on the handle, and I didn't know what I'd come for. That's when I knew this wasn't just a busy mind. This was menopause, and I felt like I was slipping away from myself. Then I read about something the women in Okinawa do, a quiet, flowing movement, kind of like Asian Pilates, not to burn calories, but to center themselves. I started doing it too, and day by day, my mind began to return. In Okinawa, mornings move slow. Women step outside barefoot. They stretch. They move with intention. Their breath matches their motion. Breakfast is warm, grounding often miso soup, vegetables, green tea. There's no rush. No emails waiting by 6 a.m., no back-to-back schedules, no pressure to squeeze in a high-intensity workout before work. Meanwhile, here, we wake to alarms. Coffee before water, multitask while scrolling, skipping breakfast or grabbing something sweet in the car. And then we wonder why we feel foggy. Our cortisol is already high. Our blood sugar spikes. Our hormones scramble to keep up. It's not our fault. We've been told to push through. But the truth? Our minds aren't broken. They're overwhelmed. And we've been living completely out of rhythm with what our bodies, especially in menopause, are asking for. I started wondering, what if the brain fog wasn't a failure of my mind, but a mismatch between my pace and what my body now needed? That's when I began exploring what mornings in Okinawa really felt like, and how their quiet rituals could become a lifeline. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine a dawn in Okinawa. The air is soft, the light is gentle. A woman, maybe the same age as you, wraps her toes around the warm wood of her front porch, reaches slowly for the sky, and exhales, letting the world in. There's no alarm, no first coffee, no inbox full of reminders waiting, just breath and presence. I discovered that this isn't just poetic in Okinawa. This deliberate rhythm is part of everyday life. People there age differently. Their days don't begin with frenetic schedules and multitasking. They begin with mindfulness, ease, and slow, intentional movement. I found this contrast jarring when I looked at my own mornings. I'd leap out of bed, grab coffee, scroll my phone while texting, rushing into a shower, grabbing something sweet on the go, then straight into a hectic day. It felt efficient. It felt responsible. But inside me, I felt off. Western life pushes us forward, faster, heavier, higher. But as women enter menopause, our bodies and our brains begin craving a different rhythm. What felt natural in our 30s might no longer suit us in our 50s. Science supports this idea. Studies of slow, mindful movement practices like Tai Chi or slow walking show real benefits for brain health, improved memory, stronger executive function like our ability to multitask, organize thoughts, and stay focused, better sleep, reduce stress. Regular, gentle movement over months can even increase neuroplasticity, supporting the brain's ability to rewire, adapt, and heal. Maybe, and this is where the myth-busting begins, you don't need intense cardio, hours of gym time, or grueling workouts to reclaim your clarity. Maybe what you need is less. So I decided to try something different. Instead of pushing myself harder, I borrowed a rhythm from Okinawa, a gentle flow that felt more like a ritual than a workout. I stretched, I reached, I twisted slowly. I breathed deeply. I moved with intention. In many senses, it felt like a soft blend between Pilates and Tai Chi. The movements were not about sweating or burning calories. They were about reconnecting. On the first day, I felt fragile, uncoordinated. My body remembered muscles I'd ignored. My mind felt fuzzy, like a morning mist that refused to burn off. But I kept going. 5 minutes. Then 10. then 15. And the surprises started, small at first. My shoulders loosened. The familiar ache between my shoulder blades began to fade. My breathing got calmer, deeper. I realized I'd been holding tension there, tension I never consciously noticed. My mind, it felt slightly clearer. Not sharp like my 30s, but present, grounded. After 4 weeks, those tiny glitches, the lost sentences in meetings, the blank stares in front of the fridge, they began to fade. It wasn't just me. Research on older adults practicing gentle mind-body movement shows improvements in memory, attention, cognitive flexibility, even in people with early cognitive decline. One reason: slow, controlled movement, plus breath styles like those in Tai Chi, can stimulate neuroplasticity and boost levels of beneficial brain chemicals. Another reason: building a routine that brings calm instead of stress. When you start the day with movement that soothes, quiets, centers, you prime your brain for clarity instead of chaos. But here's the rub: I almost gave up. After 2 weeks, I felt like nothing had changed. The fog remained. I thought, maybe this is pointless. Maybe I'm just too far gone. I almost went back to quick workouts, strong coffee, and push through. Then I remembered, I wasn't looking for a quick fix. I was looking for a way back to me. And that's when the momentum shifted slowly, quietly. Every time I did that flow, I was telling my brain, you're safe, you're seen, you matter. And little by little, the fog began to lift. I wasn't just moving differently. I was living differently. And that's when I noticed something else. I wasn't just remembering what I went to the fridge for. I was remembering parts of me I thought I'd lost. You don't have to fly to Okinawa to feel like yourself again. You don't have to meditate on a mountain or spend hours on a yoga mat. You just need a moment, 5 minutes in the morning, to breathe, stretch, move slowly, and notice. That's what this flow gave me. It wasn't magic. It was just finally aligned with this season of my life. This Asian-style Pilates rhythm wasn't loud. It wasn't impressive. It didn't promise abs or a beach body, but it gave me something so much better: mental space, clarity, calm. I felt like I could hold a conversation again and stay present. I felt like my thoughts lined up instead of scattering. I felt like I could show up, not perfect, but whole. Here's what I invite you to do, just once. Tomorrow, instead of grabbing your phone, grabbing coffee, or rushing into the day, take 5 minutes. Find a quiet spot. Stand tall, take 3 deep breaths, and begin moving. Slowly, intentionally. Lift your arms, stretch your spine, twist gently. Let your breath guide your motion. You don't need a class, just start. Or, if you'd like a little guidance, I'll show you the exact flow I used. It's peaceful, it's easy to learn, and it might become your new favorite ritual. Because this isn't about fixing you, it's about returning to you. Have you ever felt like your brain just vanished? Like you were in the room, but somehow not really there? If this story touched something in you, if you've ever felt lost in the fog of menopause, you're not alone. And if it helped you even a little, I'd be so grateful if you could like this video to tell the algorithm that menopausal women matter. Leave a comment. Your story could be the one another woman needs to hear today. Subscribe to Hormonal Balance Institute, because far too many women are still in the dark about what's really happening to their bodies. This channel exists to reach the women who don't have access to good information, the ones who think they're just getting old when really their hormones are crying out for help. Together, we can change that. Let's make sure no woman feels like she's going crazy just because no one told her the truth about menopause.